So here we want to just do a short demonstration of how effective these magnetic dipsticks are at collecting fine metal shavings, which can collect in your oil pan and do damage to your motor over time. And as you can see, these are very magnetic, highly effective. So now we're going to demonstrate using an oil change tube to drain the oil on a smaller portable generator. And it's a good idea to put a block underneath the front side of the generator to get it up in the air. And the first thing you're going to do is remove the magnetic dipstick and go ahead and thread in your oil change tube. Swap your block around to the back side. Keep it tilted to drain. And then you just let it drain. Pretty simple, and this is keeping the oil from getting all over your generator and making a mess. Okay, so now we've got our oil drain and we're going to refill it. So we're just going to remove the block from the back of the generator, and then we're going to put it back in the front, tip it up in the air, and we've already went ahead and pre-measured our oil that we need to fill for this unit, which is roughly 13.5 ounces. And you usually just check what your model calls for. That way you can fill it precisely with no overfill. And that's all there is to it. So here we're going to illustrate using one of our oil drain tubes that will fit a Honda EU3000 IS to drain the oil. So the first thing you're going to do is slide the oil change tube over the oil drain port on the generator until it's seated against the engine block. Now it does have an O-ring inside of it, which keeps it snug against the port and prevents oil from flowing back toward the engine block. And then you're going to use either a 3/8 drive 10mm deep well socket or a regular socket with an extension to remove the plug. And then you're just going to let the oil drain. Okay, so now that the oil is drained, you're just going to reinstall the plug. Remove the tube. The great thing here, you can look at your generator and you can see that there's no oily mess anywhere. As opposed, if you were not using a tube, you'd have oil draining all the way down the side of your generator. So now at this point you can go ahead and clean up your oil change tube. You can use isopropyl alcohol without damaging the tube or the O-ring inside of it. And that's all it is for that part. Okay, so now the oil's drained, we can go ahead and remove our magnetic dipstick and just check out the end of it, see if there's any shavings, which it looks like there are. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Some very fine shavings. Can't really see them so well, but there were some minute particles on there that caught those. And we'll go ahead and install the oil fill tube so we can refill the generator with oil.